Hey, this is DK back with another Gundam Aerial rebuild this time. It's from the series Witch from the Mercury. If I remember correctly, the first aerial build is the one that got me back into the Gundam game about a year ago. I think I made the most Gunpla from that series, the Witch series, so far. Maybe it's just me, but the Witch series Gundams have some feminine figure or shape to it, especially like leg and chest area, but maybe that's just me. I've been making some different Gundams from different series, different years, but this Witch feels the most sturdy. It feels like a toy you can play with, not just a model toy you can display. Typical runners, colorful, some clear. And here is a little challenge that I'm doing because I'm still not fully unpacked and I don't have any other gears or full gears ready for me. But I found this pencil in my pencil case. This one is called Grida. It's a Scribe from Gunpla. They make really good sanding blocks. This Grida is basically a mechanical pencil with a really sharp edge, sharp tip, so you can scribe your Gunpla. So basically what I'm gonna do is make Gunpla to a base kit and scribe the existing lines that are already on the Gunpla. I'm not gonna make any fancier custom scribing lines with guide tapes because I know this scriber's capability, kind of. So I'll let you see what happens. I think I'm about to hit my 1-year anniversary soon. I mean, I only have about 600 subscribers, but I like making Gunpla and I like making videos about it and sharing new skill sets that I learned and new stuff that I get from places. I never say I'm the master or I know everything about making Gunpla because I'm literally learning as I go. I think few of my subscribers, few of you guys to my channel come because I'm a noob. You wanna learn noob stuff or teach me stuff, right? And maybe one day I'll be good enough to submit my Gunpla to one of those Gunpla contests or something. But for now, I'm concentrating on making Gunpla and making videos. And this time, I'm doing something a little different. I'm filming everything, but fast forwarding at like 3000% to show you everything that I'm doing. I used to do a heavy cut and edit, but this might work better for my purpose. We'll see. The base build is done. I really like this base build. Just clean blue and white, a hint of red and yellow here and there. The Witch series are just built clean. Okay, let's scribe. I'm using the tool called Grida from Gunpla. It's literally a chisel stuck in a mechanical pencil. So it's got a sharp tip at the end, but it does not have a flat tip like a BMC or SAB expensive chisel panel liners. It literally has a sharp tip so you can scratch anything. It does not have a flat tip like a Phillips screw head, but it does have a flatter side versus non-flatter side. It does scratch or scribe differently depending on how you hold this chisel, but since this thing is living in a round mechanical pencil body, it's kinda hard to control which side of the chisel I'm using. I'm literally going over the existing creases of the plastic. I can just put the Tamiya accent panel liner on top of the existing creases, but when the creases is not deep enough, it won't work. The ink will just slide out when I clean it. Little facts about the Grida chisel. This micro chisel is capable of scribing an average of 0.15 to 0.2 millimeter panel lines, which is most commonly used in HG and MG models. So, there you go. I want to talk a little bit about the HG Gunpla from this Witch kit, the Witch from the Mercury series. I think these are really built, not different, but they're really well made. They feel sturdy rather than other series. Maybe it's just a different build or quality control, I don't know. But These feels like a toy that you can actually play with. If I had a kid, I don't have one yet, but I can almost give them this kit and they'll be fine. They'll pull apart the arm, the leg, and they'll just put it together like a Lego. But if it was like the RG RX78, the Gen 1 I'm talking about that I made previously, if I had a kid and give him that one, that RG will break in like 10 seconds. Every piece, the shoulder, the chest, the waist, all the pieces will just fall apart, and my kid won't know how to put them together. But this one, it almost clicks in and clicks out like a Lego, nicely. Now I'm going to do some panel lines with the Tamiya panel accent colors. I have gray, black, and brown, but I usually only use black, a little bit of the gray, and only use yellow or brown on the yellow pieces, just to give it a subtle depth. When you do these, you don't have to really be careful and try to only touch the surfaces that you're panel lining. I mean, you can, but you can just be rough and paint the whole thing. But the only problem is the accent panel liners are enamel based. And enamels are kinda enemy of plastic because they can melt the plastic. Especially places where we scribed, since scribing is basically damaging the top surface of plastic. The enamel can get into those damaged area and make it weaker. Since I only made a light scribe, not a thick or deep one, it shouldn't really matter, but it does happen. It happened to me before, and you just have to be careful. I'm not saying this was an incorrect way, but there is a better way of doing this. The way you do it correctly is that you're supposed to put a top coat before you apply the panel liner, and that thin top coat should protect the Gunpla plastic from the enamel melting. I hardly ever do it that way because I don't see the needs of it. But when I do like a MG Sajabi or something with the real detailed scribing part, I might have to do it just to protect the plastic. And this cleaning part is where our scribing really shines because it basically protects our lines. The Q-tip's head, the cotton part, is just gliding on top of Gunpla's plastic, just left and right, up and down. And our scribed area, scribe panel lines, won't be reachable by our cotton swab. It's finally done. And I'm gonna be honest, I accidentally put the bottom thruster upside down. You can tell right here, the left is the base build, right is the final build. I put the bottom thrusters upside down, but it's okay. They look okay in both ways. There were some instances where I was flipping the flatter side and the rounder side and made this happen. But overall, I'm happy with it. If I had a full painting station, I really want to make this blue more blue, Gundam blue, not this plasticky blue, and maybe white into more off-white. But what can I do? I have nothing set up yet. But this is the result you can get just with the scriber. It's not even a scriber. It's like a tip, metal tip, and a panel liner. Nothing else. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you on the next build. See ya.